Well, good morning. Today is Thursday, February 24th. I'm Danielle Wiggins with your 3 News Now morning update. Thanks for spending a few minutes with me on the WKYC Facebook and YouTube pages. We start with Holly, who's tracking our next winter storm.
All right, Danielle, we are tracking another winter storm. In fact, winter weather advisories kick in for every one of you at 4 o'clock this afternoon, and they go all the way through 9 a.m. tomorrow, Friday morning. So as we continue to track throughout the day, a few flurries, a few snow showers around this morning. Several hours, though, of just dry weather through the afternoon, even a sun peak here and there. We get into the evening, and it'll be dry through dinner time, and then we look for that mix of ice and snow to move in later tonight. So by the time you're winding down, going to bed, and that continues through the overnight hours before changing back to all snow throughout the course of your Friday morning. So that's what makes it so complicated, so tricky, is obviously, number one, the timing, but also the potential for some ice on top of snow. So we will have you covered with any closings, delays, and all the information you need. Looking ahead, Union Home Mortgage 7-day outlook last weekend of February is going to be a chilly one. Temperatures only in the 30s, but it's quiet weather. Just a few snow showers later Sunday. And then next week, we start to see more seasonal weather return, Danielle.
Thank you so much, Holly. Now to our other top story. Overnight, Russian President Vladimir Putin announced his military forces have launched an attack in Ukraine. The news leading to an emergency meeting of the UN Security Council. Putin announced that other countries attempting to interfere with the Russian action would face, quote, consequences they have never seen. Meanwhile, President Joe Biden spoke with Ukrainian's president about the country's next steps. And meanwhile, the United Nations has placed sanctions on Russia. Steve Olewik, a retired Army colonel and an expert in Eastern Europe, says sanctions won't work, saying most business done with Russia comes from China and Germany.
Russia doesn't have huge economic ties with America. Germany has a lot of trade with Russia. I think their second largest VW plant is in Russia. IKEA has large operations in Russia.
And experts are projecting that the conflict between Ukraine and Russia could disrupt oil supplies in the region, raising gas prices in the United States to as high as $4 a gallon. Already overnight, crude oil prices jumped to over $100 a barrel, the first time since 2014. President Biden said that his administration will work to combat a surge in prices. And now to the top local stories that we're following this morning. Police officers in Euclid are getting body cameras. It's part of Governor Mike DeWine's nearly $5 million investment in more than 100 law enforcement agencies across Ohio. The governor visited Euclid yesterday and spoke to the police department. They will be getting about $120,000 from the grant for cameras.
It is one additional way to have transparency, accountability. Police officers appreciate it because it protects them as well as protecting the public.
Around 1,700 body cameras for Ohio police departments will be purchased with the grant money. And new details on a body found buried in a basement at this home on Cleveland's west side. Police received a tip that an inmate currently at Cuyahoga County Correction Center killed a man and buried his body inside the home. 28-year-old Andrew Smith is the person of interest in the case. He's already in custody for a different crime. Police said after receiving the tip earlier this week, they got a warrant to search the home. That's where they found a body buried several feet under the basement floor. The medical examiner's office identified 41-year-old James Bennett as the victim. And the back and forth battle continues as the state struggles to pass new redistricting maps. The Ohio Redistricting Commission held hearings Wednesday, but still no decision. Meanwhile, the commission filed an explanation to the Ohio Supreme Court on why it should not be held in contempt for missing last week's court-set deadline, saying in part it is still continuing its efforts and may be able to adopt a new map within days. And another big change at Hudson City Hall. 1 week after the mayor resigned, city manager Jane Howington has stepped down. The council suspended Howington earlier this month for what it called consistently below average annual evaluation review scores and other issues. Assistant city manager Thomas Sheardon is expected to be named acting manager next week. And good news for Lorain County, as at least 3,000 union jobs could be coming to the area. That's according to a resolution passed by City Council this week. The U.S. Navy proposed building a dry dock in Lorain and a maintenance facility in Lordstown to maintain its submarines. Right now, the Navy only has 4 shipyards for the submarines, making timely maintenance an issue. Okay, who is hungry? Because today is National Chili Day, and to celebrate, Skyline Chili is trying to hook you up with some of their swag. You can fill out a form for a chance to win Skyline gift cards, t-shirts, and a bottle of Skyline hot sauce and more. You can enter all day today. Entries close at 11:59 tonight. And go to skylinechili.com for a chance to win. And just in case you didn't know, there are Skyline Chili locations in Lyndhurst, Stowe, and Mansfield if you want to get some of their food today. Well, thank you for taking time to join me for this 3 News Now morning update. Our digital team will continue to bring you the stories making headlines around Northeast Ohio and beyond. Make sure you continue to check our social media pages and WKYC.com throughout the day. I'm Danielle Wiggins, and I'll see you tomorrow morning on Go starting at 4:30 a.m., where Holly and I will help you through that storm. Have a great day.